Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is Group Number 1, Server 1 of the 2020 Esports Sydney Speedcar 50 Lapper. Tonight, yes, we are at the virtual Lernerville National Speedway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set for qualifying here on the program. Be able to bring up some drivers that have taken or about to take to the racetrack. We're just awaiting on some of these drivers. Well, we've got a new thing here tonight. Yes, you can see we're at Lernerville Speedway for the 2020 Esports 50 Lapper presented by CGen. Let's take a look at qualifying on the left-hand side. We'll just try and get this fixed up. There we go, a couple of drivers on the racetrack right there. You can see Jordan Charge with a 15.308. We'll see what Charge can do here on lap number 2. 15.491. Kane Deller on the racetrack, 15.371. His best lap time of the night. Let's take a look at James Robbie. Nathan Vanderwacker with a 15.168. James Robbie with a 15.325. Ninth quick at this stage. Make that 10th. Last lap time we're seeing now with a 15.287. Jumps to position number 6. Daniel Cassidy with a 15.427. Still drivers yet to take a lap time here at the virtual Lernerville National Speedway. This is qualifying. Rob Bowden on screen now. Been told it's pronounced Sane, so thank you very much, Wibby. Rob Bowden, we're waiting for his lap time to come through. 15.250. A 15.250 for Rob Bowden. That lap time won't be as quick, I don't think. It should be around a 3 or a 4. There it is, a 15.481. Car still circulating around a half a mile of a racetrack. Lernerville Speedway. Here is Callan Arthur with a 15.409. His best lap time. We'll see if he can improve with a 15.499. Does not. And it looks like that is most of the drivers. We're watching right now Michael Sellers in the Fast 4 Media. Old Kyler Shaw from back in the day. Michael Sellers should be fairly quick around this type of a racetrack. First lap time for Michael Sellers with a 15.320. A 15.320. Second lap time for Michael Sellers. 15.256. Kobe Dent now on the racetrack. In car number 42. Kobe Dent waiting for his lap time to come through. He may have just been given the green flag just then. Qualifying set to wrap up here at the virtual Lernerville Speedway. Kobe Dent with a 15.599, 46 quick, and boy, that just seems a long way down the list, unfortunately. "54 drivers have taken a lap time as the practice session is coming to a close right now. And again, we are just we're trying a new overlay here today, so apologise if we take a little time to get things sorted out. Alright, let's see if this works for the first time tonight. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 1. Well, what do you know? Things do work. It's a wonderful thing to have here. Starting on pole, it's going to be Nathan Vanderwacker driving car number 070. He's outside in car number 15, the Fast 4 media entry of Michael Sellers. Second row inside in car number 52, that'll be Jonty Austin out of position number 3. Braith Carlin in car number 12, going to start position number 4. Travis Castagna driving car number 2, going to start position 5. Peter Honeywell from New Zealand driving the 39 will start position number 6. Position number 7 in car number 10, that'll be Luke Redpath, and he's outside at a position number 8 in car number 57, Harley Smee. Your 5th row, inside, position number 9. It'll be Charlie Brown driving car number 11, and to the outside in car number 42. At a position number 10, that's Kobe Dent. And your final row will look like this. At a position number 11, driving the 253, that'll be Darren Hayes. To the outside, at a position number 12, it'll be Connor Clark to make up the 12-car field here in heat race number 1. The 2020 Esports 50 lapper. We're about to light them up. The green flag is out. I have no idea how to get that red off the screen, but we are underway. Sellers around the outside on Vanderwacker. Here comes Carlin and Austin down to the inside. Look at them 2 and nearly 3 wide for positions number 3 and 4. Let's keep that up there. 10 laps the journey. It's still Sellers to lead Vanderwacker. Austin now and Carlin going to continue to go side by side down through turn number 1 and 2. Carlin has the advantage. Austin back there in 4th and top 4. Oh, look out coming through. That might have been Harley Smee. In the 57, we got car into the wall. as Harley Smee will now take over the 4th spot. Peter Honeywell back there in 5th. Then we go back to Kobe Dent, Travis Castagna, who's lost a couple of positions already in this one. You can see the lap times at the moment. The last lap time, that time by a lot of 15.3s for your top 3. Smee, so that's Dent, trying to get by Honeywell. Here comes a slide job down into turn number 3 and 4. And Kobe Dent going to pick up position number 5. Meanwhile, Sellers, carved the racetrack. Big slide of 2 for the price of 1, but no, thank you very much. Back up front, 6 down with 4 remaining. Another carve the racetrack. Vanderwacker. He's talking about taking one for the team as Travis Castagna. How about a bit of luck there in the number 2 machine? We take a look at the intervals right now when Carlin sits a second behind Sellers. A similar gap back to Kobe Dent in 3rd. Travis Castagna back there in 4th, and the 4th and final transfer spot. Redpath trying to fend off a challenge from Peter Honeywell. What will happen here in the final lap? I dare say it's going to be all one-way traffic right now for the 15 of Michael Sellers, who continues to lead. Into turn 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Sellers gets the win. Second to be Carlin. Kobe Dent going to come home 3rd. Travis Castagna in 4th. Luke Redpath in 5th. Peter Honeywell 6th. Charlie Brown 7th. Nathan Vanderwacker in 8th. Darren Hayes 9th. Jonty Austin to round out your top 10. Harley Smee and Connor Clarkers. Let's take a look at those results, see if it works. I have no idea how that works. We're about to look here at heat race number 2 here in just a few moments' time. Here we go. There we go. How cool is that? Now, apologise about the privateer stuff. I've no how to get rid of that just yet, but there is your heat race 1 results. Normally wouldn't be able to see that one, but now we are good to go. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 2. Jack Stokes will start on pole. Alongside him, Liam Walker going to start position number 2. Position number 3 going to be Bradley Oldfield. Out of position number 4, Gavin Sadler. Third row is going to be Nathan Mathers out of position 5, and Danny Vassell lining up out of position number 6. Daniel Cassidy will roll off position number 7. Caleb Beecroft will make his way out of the 8th position. Carl Hoffmans will start position number 9. And Lockie Beattie to round out your top 10. And Jason Varakali will start position 11th alongside Brian Hubert in cut number 20 out of position number 12. And half a mile of a racetrack in distance. Let's see if we can get the track position up. Hey, there we go. How good is that? Turns out you've just got to be in a race. Alright, here we go. Green flag set to fly. Heat race number 2 of the 50-50 Esports Lapper. Up to the top side is going to be Liam Walker, nearly 3 wide for the race lead. Walker, Stokes, here comes Oldfield down to low side, digging it deep and selling it cheap if you don't mind. Bradley Oldfield there will lead lap number 1, down into turn number 1 and 2. Oldfield upstairs, Stokes running the low side, the number 96 machine. And Stokes continues to lead here in heat race number 2. 2 laps, 2 different leaders. Now Danny Vassell starting to make a case for 3rd spot as he's running back there in position 4 right now. Walker around the outside of Vassell, but here comes Oldfield. He was running the inside of the racetrack on the opening lap. Now he's upstairs. There was very, very little in it between them. Oldfield up on top in the United Sim Sports Valvoline number 51 machine. Stokes continues to work low through turn number 3 and 4. The car gets tight. You see it push up. He will lose the race lead to Bradley Oldfield. Cassidy working low through turn number 1 and 2. Will slide up just in front of Caleb Beecroft. Beecroft off the edge of the racetrack. Will come back on, and here comes Nathan Mathers in the 18 machine. Looking good right now at this stage is Bradley Oldfield, out by 4/10 of a second lead over Jack Stokes. Liam Walker, Danny Vassell. The battle is on for 5th, 6th and 7th on screen. Mathers up on the inside of Cassidy. 4 laps to go. That time bypass the start finish line. Here comes Cassidy with a run on the outside of Mathers. But Mathers not giving up on that inside line just yet. Group number 1 of the 2020 Speedcar 50 lapper in the esports side of things. Presented by Insane Seamount Racing, and a whole list of other names and sponsors on this. Oh boy! Beecroft into the outside wall. Cassidy through the big dive bomb. Car off the racetrack on the exit of turn number 2. That'll be a lab car of Varicali, I believe that is. But now on screen, Vassell. Oh, shut the door there on Mathers. Mathers, the car gets tight again on that inside line. The white flag is out. Final time here in heat race number 2. Bradley Oldfield. Oh no, car round. Mathers off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Bradley Oldfield is going to get the win. Just got to wait for the results to pop up, and then we'll show you how it all happened and how it all unfolded. Oh, these opening couple of heat races are proving to be fantastic here at the virtual Lernerville Speedway. We hope you're enjoying the coverage. As we'll take a look here at the results coming up on the screen right now. Heat race number 2. Bradley Oldfield got the win ahead of Jack Stokes, Liam Walker and Danny Vassell with the 4 cars to transfer right into tonight's A-main event. Daniel Cassidy, Gavin Sadler, Carl Hoffmans, Caleb Beecroft, Lockie Beattie, Nathan Mathers, Jason Varicali and Brian Hubert. Those drivers going to the prelims. They'll be going to the preliminary mains. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat number 3 of 5. Caden Brown needs no introduction here. He will start on pole to his outside in car number 99. That'll be Brent Bullerman. Tom Corbett going to roll off out of position number 3. Max Danelli will line up out of position number 4. Michael Jordan, no, it's not the basketballer. He will start position at number 5. Regan Edwards will start position number 6. Braden Lennon in car number 4 going to start position number 7. We go to our 8 starter, Curtis Jackson out of position number 8. Scott Griffiths in car number 63 out of position number 9. Jason Summers in car number 30 rolls off out of position number 10. Marcus Redcliffe in the 23 out of position 11. And Jim Williams will make up the 12 car grid here for heat race number 3. So the pace truck set to move off into pit road there, just on the entry into turn number 3. Somewhat. Track reminds me of a Valvoline Raceway. Caden Brown, Brent Bullerman, we set for the green flag. Don't know why it shows red, but we'll take it as a green flag anyway. Already, look at them, 2 and 3 wide again. Caden Brown, Brent Bullerman, Tom Corbett as well. Corbett in that 470 machine will move into second. Here comes Bullerman down to the inside on the exit of turn number 4. Caden Brown, he will lead lap number 1. The battle is on for positions 2, 3, 4 and 5 at the moment. Donnelly in the 25 machine in the 5th spot. Needs to get one more, make that 4th down into turn number 3. Braden Lennon run on the low side. Oh, he got tight. The car moved up. Regan Edwards very lucky to get away with that one. Edwards down low, down the back straightaway in the 49 machine. Donnelly upstairs in the 25. That's the battle for the 4th and final transfer spot at this stage. If you're not inside the top 4, you may have A bit of driving to do if you maybe want to potentially run the alphabet soup, but who knows, there's a bit of social distancing going on right now at this racetrack, but I tell you who's not worried about it is Regan Edwards in the 49 car. He was trying to get close to Corbett. Caden Brown out to over a 1 second lead right now. Started on pole. Just look at those last lap times. A 15.482 compared to a 15.8. Caden Brown is really starting to get around this half a mile of a racetrack. But Edwards looking to the middle now. Here comes Max Donnelly in the 25 machine. Couple of NZSR team cars coming out here in the Speedcar 50 lapper. Here comes Edwards. He catches the left side tyres, caught the grass. Tom Corbett now working upstairs through turn number 3. Middle of the racetrack there on the exit of turn number 4. Just 2 and a bit laps to go for Caden Brown as he rockets down the back straight. Still 2/10 quicker on the previous lap. Corbett and Donnelly, they're going to battle it out. Corbett thought he was almost going off the edge of the racetrack. Caden Brown, he is checked OUT right now. The white flag is going to fly. Heat race number 3 of the 2020 Esports 50 lapper. And Caden Brown will be victorious. Second to go to Brent Bullman. Regan Edwards home in third. Fourth is going to be Max Donnelly. Those 4 drivers booking their ticket into the 25 lap prelim main events. Caden Brown putting this field on notice right now. We'll bring those results up for you right now. Heat race number 3. Caden Brown wins by 1.354 seconds. Brent Bullman home in second. Then there's a 4.2 second gap back to Max Donnelly home in third. Curtis Jackson round out the top 4 as those 4 will go straight through to the main event. Braden Lennon comes home 5th. Michael Jordan 6th. Jason Summers, Regan Edwards, Scott Griffiths, Marcus Redcliffe, Tom Corbett falling off, who was in a transfer spot, comes home 11th. Back to Jim Williams back there in position number 12. In fact, let's oh look, already showing up our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Guess we don't need no introduction for that one anyway, but here we go. Campbell McManaway will start on pole. Kobe Stidham will roll off out of position number 2. Hayden Warrington will start position 3. Joel Berkeley going to start position number 4. Position 5, it's going to be Kane Della. Liam Russell to start position number 6. Aaron Hatton will start position number 7. Russell Bonzi will start position number 8. Mitchell Hewitt will start position number 9. And Jaden Iacono will start position number 10. Grant Gaffer in the 11th starting spot. And Amanda Baxter will start position number 12. Oh, there we go. Didn't know I could do that. We are just learning as we go. The new overlay. Very simple, but yet very, very effective. There we go. Waiting for the red light to show. Don't know why it shows red, but again, we'll go with it once again. Heat race number 4, this is the penultimate heat of the night. Big move there from the 56 of McManaway. Here comes Stidham and Hayden Warrington down to the low side. Keep an eye on Berkman, the pink and white. Number 9 machine, he's up to position number 3 as it stands. The battle is on between Stidham and Kobe Stidham and Hayden Warrington. Now it's going to be a 3-car battle for the lead. Berkeley trying to change his job from a graphics designer to a lawnmower. Trying to be a gardener. McManaway back there in 4th. Closing in on Berkeley, but Berkeley just drives away from him now off the exit of turn number 2. Here comes Berkeley. Down low through turn number 3 and 4. Warrington upstairs. Berkeley had second at the start-finish line. There's Kobe Stidham now. Good job on the bottom side. Look at the front wheels pick up there from Berkeley. That may just cost him a couple of tenths of a second as Warrington will go right through the middle. And look at your top three. Oh, Berkeley, big wheel stand out of turn number 4. 4 down, 6 to run here in heat race number 4. Kobe Stidham out in front. Just having a nice Sunday drive. Let's take a look at our Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. You see Kobe Stidham just working the wheel right now. You see the last lap times, and that's a good indication of how these drivers are getting around here. And the gap back from Berkeley to Warrington, just a couple of tenths of a second, and then of course Berkeley laid down an absolute bell ringer of a lap time. So again, it's the top 4 to go through to the main event. There's McCanaway holding on to the 4th and final transfer spot. Aaron Hatton, Kane Della back there in positions 5 and 6, but again, time starting to run out. Thank you, Matt. I'll tell you who helped me here in just a few moments' time. We'll let the race finish up as watching Hatton right now was, Della got a run on the outside. He had to check up, and now he'll dive down low. Slide job for that 5th spot. White flag is out for Kobe Stidham out in front through turn number 1 and 2. There'll be 2 turns to navigate through. Into turn number 3, out of turn number 4, your winner in car number 36. That's Kobe Stidham. Berkeley picking up the front wheels. He'll come home in second. Just gotta wait for the results to pop up on the screen, but there we go. Heat number 4 is complete. There we go. Heat 4 results as Kobe Stidham wins from Joel Berkeley, Hayden Warrington, and Campbell McManaway. Your top 4. Kane Delahome in 5th. Aaron Hatton in 6th. Jaden Iacono 7th. Russell Bonzi, Liam Russell, Grant Gaffer, Mitchell Hewitt, and Amanda Baxter, who I don't even think gridded on that one, but let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Heat race number 5 this is. Starting on pole in car number 5, that'll be Rob Bowden to his outside the 41. We call him the gutter rat. It is James Robbie. Jordan Charge driving the V60 will start position number 3. Billy Ryan, car number 93, will start position number 4. Mark Walsh in car 79 starts position 5. Callan Arthur will start position number 6. Andrew Wiles in car number 9 will start position 7. Jake Erickson in the 014 going to start position number 8. Brett Finucane in the 28 will start position number 9. Jamie Hall out of position number 10. And Michael Bullerman, who is on race control, will not start in the 11th position. So again, as we bring up some stuff here, give you an indication of the weather. Just trying to find out how we get the time, the stuff up. As again, this is a very new overlay that was helped with us by our friends over at LSR TV. So you'll be able to see the lap times down on the bottom left as well, as we are set for green flag action here. Rob Bowden and James Robbie on the front row. Jordan Charge and Billy Ryan. There we go. How about that one? Let's bring that up. Oh. How about we hit the wrong button there? We are back live. Green flag is out. We're underway. James Robbie and Rob Bowden side by side. Jordan Charge now. He's got company from Billy Ryan, but the battle is on for 1 and 2. Bowden slide job. James Robbie backs out of it. Billy Ryan in 3rd. Jordan Charge in 4th. Here comes Callan Arthur up on the top side of the racetrack now. Charge slid up from the bottom to the top, and now here he comes. Look at him put the right rear. Try to roll the cushion. Good run through turn number 3 and 4. Billy Ryan just as good on the bottom side. How about this? 1, 2 and 3. If they give Jordan Charge the top side of the racetrack and they don't move up, we may just have a new race leader here in about 3 or 4 laps. But James Robbie, Billy Ryan, they'll go side by side. Will Charge get a run out of turn number 1 and 2? Will he make it 3 wide? No, Robbie gets clear of Billy Ryan. That bottom side and the mid groove right now still there, as the top side does start to slick it off, but Charge around the outside on James Robbie. That's for position number 2. And Jordan Charge in the space of a lap may just get to the race lead from position number 3. Charge, Bowden, look out. You're about to have pressure and you're about to have a new race leader down into turn number 1 and 2. And Jordan Charge is on an absolute rail upstairs. It only took him a couple of laps, but look at the best lap time there, 16.073 for Rob Bowden, compared to Jordan Charge with a 15.755. Last lap was a little slow, but still fairly quick around this type of racetrack. James Robbie on screen of the Rush Sim Racing number 41 machine. He's got Billy Ryan all over the back of him. How about this? Callan Arthur up 1 position from his original starting spot. Oh, Billy Ryan nearly off the edge of the racetrack. That opens up the door for Callan Arthur. Just 2 more circuits to run around Lernerville. Arthur on the inside, not dive bombing, kept it glued to the low side and will pick up position number 4. As Jordan Charge will make his way out of turn number 4. He gets the white flag. Out by nearly a second. Can James Robbie, can he make a charge? No, take the no pun intended on that one. Can he make a pass by Rob Bowden? Into turn number 3, out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Checkered flag is out. Jordan Charge with the win. Second will go to Rob Bowden, James Robbie and Callan Arthur. And we'll bring those results up on screen here in just a few moments' time. And we'll let you know the top 4 drivers that are going to go straight through to tonight's A main event. Everybody else through to the C and B as we take a look right now as those results about to pop up on your screen. Jordan Charge, Rob Bowden, James Robbie, Callan Arthur, your top 4. Billy Ryan, Andrew Wiles, Jake Erickson, Mark Walsh, Brett Finucane, and Jamie Hall, your top 10 drivers in that one. Of course, we'll bring up our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid here in just a few moments' time. This is tonight's C main. It'll be contested over 12 laps, and the top 4 are going to make it into the back of tonight's main event. Russell Bonzi and Mark Walsh going to make up row number 1. Row number 2 going to be Darren Hayes and Lockie Beattie. Row 3 going to be Scott Griffiths and Liam Russell. Brett Finucane and Jonty Austin out of positions 7 and 8. Nathan Mathers, Marcus Redcliffe out of 9 and 10th. Grant Gaffer and Jamie Hall out of position number 11 and 12. I'm sure there's a way to get our grid to go over the page. I've just yet to find that one. Ah, there we go. Then we go back to Harley Smee and Jason Varakali. Tom Corbett out of 15th. Mitchell Hewitt out of 16th. Michael Bullerman won't start 17th. Connor Clark will start 18th. Brian Hubert. Jim Williams. And then we go back to Amanda Baxter. 21 cars and stars. Boy, oh boy. That is a massive field for tonight's C main. Hopefully we'll get to chat to some of these drivers, but of course there is a number of sponsors here that of course made all this possible. First and foremost, of course, the guys at guys and gals at the Speedcar Association of New South Wales. Thank you so very much for allowing Ultimate Dirt TV to cover this iconic event. Considering that we couldn't get the real one in, we might as well get one on the virtual side of things. Of course, Sane, along with a whole list of other sponsors on this one. We'll just go through them all. Valvoline Raceway, ZP Images, MPE Repairs, Kelly Bodyworks, GGS Bathroom Solutions, C-Mount Racing, QuickTime Titanium, Morton & May Wheel Repairs, Michael Bullerman Photography, and Engadine Trailers. We thank you so very much for your support here in the virtual Speedcar 50 lapper. We're about to go green on tonight's C-Main. 12 laps the distance. Here we go. Your top four will continue their journey towards the prelim night A main event. They're still going to go through a B main. Oh, big contact there in the back of the bus right now. Drivers still trying to find their way around this half a mile of a racetrack. Oh, big wreck in turn number 3 and 4. We go yellow for the first time tonight. Coming in the C main. Of course, no yellows during the heat races, but now from the C main onwards, we're about to see yellow flags. And we're about to see this iRacing.com virtual pace truck. It'll be making its way onto the racetrack. There it is. So we'll take a look at some onboard shots right now. See Mark Walsh there, just lining up behind the iRacing.com official pace truck. Just to give an indication of how much these drivers are on the gas as well. Of course, this obviously used mainly for road, but these dirt side of things, of course, only one gear. It's either in gear or out of gear for the midgets. Again, we are just learning the new little overlay system here. We're not going green. That is Mark Walsh just getting a bit towy right now. Take a look at, well, that's no point, those sectors. There we go. You see the bottom right hand side of the screen. About to go back to green. As the field once again, here we go. Mark Walsh will lead the field off turn number 4. And, well, yellow laps are counting as well. So every time we have a caution, these drivers will lose anywhere between 3 and 4 laps. Walsh from Bonzi, Beatty. Now the battle is on for position number 4. Austin getting tight. Liam Russell going to make his way to position number 4. Car coming on the racetrack from the middle of turn number 1 and 2. And that could have got a bit dicey there. 5 to run for your leader, Mark Walsh, who has got Russell Bonzi. That's a lap car trying to race the leader. That looks like it's going to be Brett Finucane now in the 28 machine, a lap down. Bonzi back there in second, but look out because here comes Lockie Beatty on the outside. Beatty in the 16, then you go back to Liam Russell in the 15. That's the 4th and final transfer spot. Finucane trying to stay out of the way. They'll go 3 wide with 2 cars on the lead lap. Brett Finucane, look out, look out. He saves it, he saves it. Everybody making it by Harley Smee. Well, who would ever thought you're a midget driver? Going around here like you're an NFL quarterback, throwing some Hail Marys and trying to get in the right rear. Nearly ducks off the edge of the racetrack in turns 4. Smee has just got to get by Liam Russell in the 55 on the inside of him right now. That's for the battle for the 4th and final transfer spot. Here goes Smee once again, driving it in deep, but Russell getting a good run on the inside. The white flag is out. Final time for these drivers. Walsh, Bonzi, Beatty, your top 3. Who's going to get it out of turn number 4? Smee going to shut the door. Car upside down. Mark Walsh going to win. Lockie Beatty home in second. Russell Bonzi in third. Then we'll go back to Harley Smee. Your top 4. And you can see there the green letter, or the green surrounding the number 4 machine. That is the top 4. That is the transfer position. And that's where you needed to be. Everybody else, unfortunately, will pack it up. They will go home. Well, they're already home, so they'll have to do what everybody else is doing. They'll have to watch the show. Results from your C main coming up. Remember, a top 4 going through to the back of tonight's 15-lap B main. And Mark Walsh, Lockie Beattie, Russell Bonzi and Harley Smee repeat those top 4 that will move on. Unfortunately for Liam Russell, well, it's a bit of bragging rights. He's the first car home in position number 5. Tom Corbett, Jason Varicali, Scott Griffiths, Jonty Austin, Darren Hayes, Grant Gaffer, Brett Finucane, Marcus Redcliffe, Jamie Hall, and Mitchell Hewitt was the 16 starters in that one. Let's go trackside. Your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race. It's not even a heat race. It is tonight's B main. It'll be 15 laps and the top 4 are going to go through. Starting on the front row, Luke Redpath and Daniel Cassidy, Braden Lennon and Kane Della in row 2. Billy Ryan, Peter Honeybell in row 3, Gavin Sadler, Michael Jordan in row 4, Aaron Hatton, Andrew Wiles in row 5. Row 6 is going to be Charlie Brown and Carl Hoffman. Just going to make sure I do this right. Jason Summers and Jaden Iacono, row 7. Jake Erickson, Nathan Vanderwacker in row 8. Row 9, Caleb Beecroft and Regan Edwards. Then we go back to the 19th. Your C-Main winner, Mark Walsh, along with Lockie Beattie, followed by Russell Bonzi and Harley Smee. And that is our 22 starters. Oh, I could have just done that one for that. Oh, how good's this? Okay. Oh, man, this thing is great. I've got to really thank the guys over at LSR TV for that one. And, of course, Luke's Esports as well. Your B main. This is it. Final opportunity here. The 2020 Esports 50 Lapper. Presented by Sane Seamount Racing. A whole list of other sponsors here. Of course, Kelly Bodyworks as well. We're about to drop the green flag here. Green flag is going to fly. Luke Redpath, Daniel Cassidy. Top 4 go through. Everybody else pack them up. We'll see you next year. Kane Della right through the middle now. Getting a run on Cassidy. On the inside, that looks like it's going to be Braden Lennon. Your leader is Luke Redpath. Della in second. Cassidy now coming down the racetrack. 3 wide, car upside down. Big wreck on the front straightaway. We stay green for the moment, but look at Della, Cassidy and Lennon now. Billy Ryan back there in position 5 on the outside, looking in. Here comes Della, the grey and black United Sim Sports. Working the outside. Cassidy slides up. That looked like a bit of netcode there, but how about Billy Ryan now? Up to position number 4, and that's where he needs to be. Della up on the inside. Oh boy, here comes Carl Hoffman's in the MG Contracting number 33 machine. 3 wide, 3rd, 4th and 5th, and now make it 4th, 5th and 6th. Oh, it is on. How about you get Grandma's quilt and throw a blanket over your top 6 drivers, or the 5 drivers actually. Your leader, Luke Redpath, is just starting to move away from Daniel Cassidy. Billy Ryan upstairs. And Carl Hoffman's on the low side, 3rd and 4th on screen. Then back to Braden Lennon, Kane Della, Gavin Sadler and Peter Honeywell. How about Nathan Vanderwacker? Up 7 positions. Lockie Beattie up 11 now as Vanderwacker gets shuffled back to position number 10. So we keep an eye on Carl Hoffman's. That's the car on screen just there in the 33 machine. Ryan and Hoffman side by side. Cassidy, oh no, there goes Billy Ryan. Off the racetrack, Braden Lennon, now Gavin Sadler. Sadler on the outside, the Scotty's RC71 car. Moves into position 4, and that's where you need to be. We are halfway home this time, by just halfway right now as they go down into turn number 3 and 4. As here comes Luke Redpath, that's Carl Hoffman's. He takes over the race lead. Redpath puts the slider back on Hoffman's, and here comes Cassidy, the black and green machine on the outside. Hoffman's down low, slides well, somewhat to the middle of the racetrack, but he stays low there on the exit of turn number 4. 6 to go that time into turn number 1 and 2. Cassidy and Redpath on screen, then Gavin Sadler back in position 4. Sadler gets a good run now. Through 3 and 4, second, third and fourth on screen. They're nearly about to go 3 wide with your race leader chopping the nose off Daniel Cassidy. In fact, it was Luke Redpath. Cassidy is upstairs. Sadler, probably one of the more experienced drivers, but have a look at Kane Della. Man, I tell you what, he's finally gotten into a rhythm and starting to pull the finger out. As here comes at United Sim Sports, number 95 machine. He'll go upstairs. Sadler, will he move up the line? Look out, there's a lap car up there. Oh boy, oh, Della into the side of the lap car. Still, the opportunity arises for Kane Della. He needs to get one more position as Gavin Sadler holds on to the last ticket into the big dance for tonight's prelim 25 lapper. Lockie Beatty up 13, make that 12 positions. 1.5 to go. Gavin Sadler, can he hold on? We're about to find out. Hoffman still leads by 1.5 seconds. There is Luke Redpath on the bottom side. Cassidy around the outside of Gavin Sadler. This is what Kane Della needs right now as Cassidy works high. Sadler works low. Into turn number 3 out of turn number 4. Carl Hoffman's your winner. Second is going to go to Luke Redpath. Third at the line is going to be Daniel Cassidy. And Gavin Sadler he will hang on to the 4th and final transfer position. And now we have our prelim drivers locked in to the main event. Woo! Let's bring up those results from the B main. Carl Hoffman's your winner. Just ahead of Luke Redpath and followed by Daniel Cassidy and Gavin Sadler, the top 4 drivers. Unfortunately for Braden Lennon, Lockie Beatty, it's all about bragging rights at the moment. They'll finish 5th, 6th. Kane Della home in 7th. Nathan Vanderwacker. Then you got Aaron Hatton, Caleb Beecroft, your top 10. Charlie Brown, Mark Walsh, Billy Ryan, Regan Edwards, Peter Honeybell, Michael Jordan, Jason Summers, and Jake Erickson, the top 18. Let's see how this works out. There we go. The next drivers on the next page is Jaden Iacono, Harley Smee, Andrew Wiles, and Russell Bonzi. There we go. Now, we are in just a warm-up session at the moment. And just trying to find out which car is on track. But nonetheless, what we'll do, we'll take this opportunity right now to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV and come back in just a few moments' time. You are watching the 2020 Esports Sydney Speedcar 50 Lapper, presented by a whole list of companies called Sane, Seamount Racing, and Kelly Bodyworks. We'll take a quick break and come back, and we'll thank our other sponsors that need to be thanked in just a few moments' time.
the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the 2020 Esports Sydney Speedcar 50 Lapper. Brett Wheeler with you for tonight's call as we get set to take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Your front row will line up like this: Michael Sellers, Bradley Oldfield. Row 2, Caden Brown, Kobe Stidham. Jordan Charge, Braith Carlin in row 3, Jack Stokes, Brent Bullman in row 4. Row 5, Joel Berkeley and Rob Bowden, Kobe Dent and Liam Walker in row 6. Row 7, Max Donnelly and Hayden Warrington. James Robbie, Travis Castagna in row 8. Row 9, Danny Vassell, Curtis Jackson. Row 10, Campbell McManaway and Callan Arthur. Row 11, Carl Hoffmans and Luke Redpath. Daniel Cassidy and Gavin Sadler make up your 12 rows here tonight. It's time for 25 laps on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Your main event, we're about to go green. Michael Sellers and Bradley Oldfield. The green flag is out. We are underway. This should be an epic battle right now. Charge low on the inside of Caden Brown, but Oldfield upstairs at Sellers to lead down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4 for the first of 25 circuits around this half a mile of a racetrack. Oldfield, a bit of a bump there from Kobe Stidham. Jordan Charge up on the inside. Take a look at Braith Carlin in that 50, not the 51 machine. Braith Carlin's in the 12. It shows the 11 on the tail tank. They're 3 wide. Stidham now once again all over the back of Bradley Oldfield. Charge now. Slide job down into turn number 1 and 2. The battle is on for the race lead. Here comes Caden Brown and Michael Sellers. Berkeley on the inside as well of Oldfield. They're 3 wide, but look at Brown getting a run out of turn 2. Here comes Sellers back to the inside. This could be a race for the ages. Oh, car upside down on the exit of turn 4 just as we're getting to the start-finish line. We stay green. Brown slides up in front of Sellers. Look at Berkeley now working the inside of the racetrack. He'll duck upstairs on the back straightaway. Sellers returning the serve back on Caden Brown and the pop up on the inside. It's Sellers to continue to hold on to the race lead. Sellers and pushing the lap car wide there. Just trying to get that one. It might have been, I want to say, Campbell McManaway. This is some fantastic racing here in the opening 6 laps of this main event. Caden Brown is now a couple of tenths clear of Michael Sellers. Kobe Stidham, who's now gotten by, and he's up to position number 3. Berkeley's fallen back to position 4, running the low side. But take a look at a couple of Fast 4 Media Esports entries of Michael Sellers and Kobe Stidham. Oh, I've got 3 countries here tonight, Australia, New Zealand and the United States. Here goes Stidham upstairs on Sellers, and Kobe Stidham, he will thunder into second spot. The Sellers goes, you know what, here, you can have the spot. I'll follow in behind you. Brown leads by half a second, but I got to say, Kobe Stidham is looking by far the better driver. He was, look at that, over a tenth quicker than your race leader of Caden Brown, who continues to lead this race. Had a good battle there in the opening 5 or 6 laps there with Michael Sellers trading slide jobs. Most of the field somewhat spread out until you get back to about the 10th and 11th spot, even back to 13th, Bowden and Kobe Dent. But right now we keep an eye on the front 2 drivers, Caden Brown in the TFH number 97 machine, Kobe Stidham in that Fast 4 Media. Here's a different angle right now to watch from at the virtual Lernerville Speedway. You can see how much these drivers, they put the right rear on the cushion. Meanwhile, Berkeley coming after Sellers as Berkeley goes down low. You can see it there just on the bottom of your screen. Here comes a slide job for the race lead, but no. Brown, experience, went to block it and made Stidham stay on the low side. Berkeley putting the slider there on Sellers, and Berkeley now going to move into position 3. Battle is on once again for the number 1 spot. Kobe Stidham, here comes Brown. Slide job down into turn number 3 and 4. The right rear catches the cushion, and he looks to drive away from Kobe Stidham now. Stidham back at him once again. This is what we want to see for the number 1 spot right now. And we are just 10 short laps away from finding out who is going to victory lane here on prelim night number 1. This is group 1 of 3. Group 2 and 3 will be live tomorrow night, 7 and 9, I believe it is. Oh, car coming back nearly onto the racetrack there, the 42 of Kobe Dent. Hopefully race control is in their ear and say, listen boys, just settle down, stay off the racetrack. Do not come back on, don't disturb what is a great race. And Brown and Kobe Stidham 1 and 2 at the moment. Berkeley, he's got about a second gap back to Michael Sellers. Look at James Robbie up 10, make that 9 positions. Daniel Cassidy up 9 positions as well as we look through the field. And you can see the times and the orders changing quite a bit in the mid-pack and towards the back of the field. How about the run from Stidham and Brown? Berkeley, I think he might be closing in, but it might just be too little too late. 6.5 to run down the back straight away. Even if he picks up 0.2 of a second, he may just catch the back of him. Caden Brown and Kobe Stidham have been the class of the field here tonight. Five to run that time by, and again we're about to enter lap traffic here in the next car. Oh no, Stidham tagged the back of Brown. Oh boy, he may just got a little too loose, and now that certainly opens up the door for Berkeley. Berkeley run on the top side of the racetrack. Half a second away from Kobe Stidham. Stidham's car looks like it's fading just a little bit as Berkeley. Boy, I tell you what, that 9 machine is on a roll right now with 2 to run. Stidham going to take the top line away from Berkeley. He's been quick up there the last 10 laps. We'll see what plays out. Meanwhile, Caden Brown, well, he has got the elbows up. He's got the teeth gritting right now. 2 to run here at Lernerville. Berkeley, again, he is within striking distance. He goes to go to the inside. He will put the slider on the lap car, trying to slide up in front of Stidham. Stidham turns it underneath him now. The white flag is out. The prelim A-main event is going to go wire to wire, flag to flag. Oh, Stidham, he catches the cushion, and that was the race-winning move in the end of turn number 4. Check and flag is out. Kobe Stidham is going to get the win. Berkeley's going to come home second. Caden Brown will come home in third. And the top 6, I believe, the top 6 drivers are going to go straight through to the main event on Saturday night. Wow-wee. We'll bring up your results here. Let's go back to the right page first. How about that one? There we go. Kobe Stidham, Joel Berkeley, Caden Brown, Michael Sellers, James Robbie, and Jordan Charge, your top 6. That will make it straight through to the main event. Bradley Oldfield home in 7th, Hayden Warrington in 8th, Rob Bowden in 9th. 10th is going to be Liam Walker, Braith Carlin in 11th, Carl Hoffmans in 12th. 13th is Danny Vassell, Gavin Sadler in 14th, Daniel Cassidy 15th, Travis Castagna in 16th, Callan Arthur, Max Donnelly, their home in 18th. 19th is Luke Redpath, Curtis Jackson 20th, Campbell McManaway 21st, Kobe Dent 22nd, Brent Bullerman in 23rd, and Jack Stokes in position number 24. So, still got the cars there on the racetrack, but hopefully we'll get to chat to our podium here in just a few moments' time. In fact, we will. We are going to bring in our winner here tonight. In fact, we'll bring in our top 3. I'm just trying to figure out how to go back and take a look at some of the stuff here. See how far we can go back. I have no idea how to go back on this one, but oh, there we go. There is your winner here tonight. Alright, well, let's bring him in. And getting the win here tonight for Team America. Uncle Sam, they do it again here in the midgets, and so often they do it. But Kobe Stidham comes away with your win here tonight. Kobe, congratulations on this victory. Boy, that was a tough race. 25 laps, green to checker. What a race you had with Caden Brown and then Berkeley throwing it in on you there in the end. You got a copy? Hang on, buddy. Hold up. Let's, you should be able to speak. Kobe, you got a copy? How about now? Hello? It's having some technical difficulty here. Oh, there we go. Heard something, Kobe.
Yes, yeah, the great race was good all night, and I felt like I had the better car there from center of the race, and I felt like Joel was coming there at the end, and knew he was going to throw a slider there and won, or I meant 3, and crossed him up there, got a good run off 2, slid myself into 3, got her done at the end.
All right, let's go to the contact there with Caden Brown. Obviously, unintentional. It looked like Brown sort of got loose in front of you.
Yeah, I got a good run into 1, and then looks like he half spun in front of me there in center, and I had literally nowhere to go in a way. And, sorry for him about that, but, it was a good race, though.
All right, Kobe, well, congratulations on the prelim main event here at the Lernerville Speedway, the 2020 Esports 50 lapper for Saturday night. It'll be Saturday morning for you, so you got a good weekend planned, and we'll let you rest up and get ready for that one. But before we let you go, of course, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, I can't thank Fast Forward Esports putting me on board as their esports team, Brad Jelson Trucking, and we're gonna keep plugging away here.
All right, Kobe Stidham there, home in first place tonight, home in second place tonight. Well, one spot shy once again. He just seems to find this second spot every week. Joel Berkeley, second spot. When are you going to get this monkey off your back?
Now that you mention it, hopefully Saturday. But I mean, yeah, second in Pro Series, second in the UMPs tonight, and second in this. So you're right, Brett. I guess well, let's hopefully change it in about 45 minutes time. But let's see.
There was a point in the race with about 5 or 6 laps to go. You're about a second and a half away from Stidham and Caden Brown, who had just checked out. Little mistake from Brown, and sort of Stidham got into the back. It opened up those last sort of 5 or 6 laps, but I guess maybe if you had another 5 laps or so to throw something at Kobe rather than just sort of 1 or 2 laps left, maybe the outcome might have been different.
I think it was a 30-lap feature instead of a 25. I think I definitely could have got Cove there, but I mean, I put myself in a whole start in 9th and going green checkered. It's not too easy coming from the back, but I mean, I can't really say much. I got to 3rd by lap 4 with that move out of 4, but yeah, got to make some sort of excuse. But I mean, just stayed probably on the bottom too much there. Wasn't as good as I thought it was, and had to get up top and rip the whip. But I'm pretty happy at how it is, or how the cars tonight is good on top, good on the bottom, and should be, I don't know, hopefully good for the race on Sunday. Or Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, Saturday, buddy. Anyhow, Joel, congratulations. Another second place here. This time in the midgets, you're certainly creating history, getting a lot of second places in a lot of different race cars. Joel, we'll let you thank some sponsors and the people before we let you go.
Yeah, what is that now? Sprint cars, UMPs, and midgets?
Yep, well, next is late models, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, massive thanks to the guys at Slick Simsport, everyone that helps out there, all the sponsors there, and Mitch for the cool paints for this weekend, as you might have seen.
Are you guys going on a date or something, the pair of you together?
No, you'll see Mr. Goodyear. You'll see Mr. Goodyear in one tomorrow as well, even though he's on a leash. So it's a bit of a surprise.
All right, Joel, congratulations on second, and we'll let you get out of here and let you get ready for Saturday.
Cheers, Brett.
All right, there we go. Joel Berkeley there, home in second spot. Let's chat to the driver who led a number of laps here tonight, but unfortunately, he falls just a couple of spots shy of where he wanted to be. Caden Brown home in 3rd place. Caden, well, maybe a bittersweet 3rd place podium here tonight, but nonetheless, a good result for you, and you lock yourself into the Saturday show.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. Obviously, that was a really tough night tonight. Obviously, there was Joel, who's one of the leading Australian drivers, and then had a ton of American drivers to throw in the mix as well. So happy to come away with 3rd. It was a good race with Kobe. Obviously, got into me a bit. It probably looked like a half spun, but it was my intentions to run the diamond line. But obviously, it was just hard racing. I think the stewards will look after it. They've been pretty good tonight. So, yeah, I'm happy to come away with 3rd, but still need a tiny bit more to get a bit faster.
What could you have done? Okay, now taking out the contact there between yourself and Kobe, other than that, what could you have done differently to maybe sort of clear away from the rest of the field? Because yourself and Michael Sellers had a pretty good battle in the first, I think, 6 to 8 laps, and then you get out in front, and then all of a sudden Kobe Stidham pretty much comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly right. I was running pretty hard once I got past Sellers, but then I kind of had to step it up another gear when Kobe come to me. I think I started running pretty hard, and then I kind of maintain that gap with him. He wasn't all over my rear bumper, but obviously I'll try and tighten up a tiny bit more for the Saturday night. It's going to be 50 laps, so it's obviously going to be a lot slicker. And I messed up with the gearing quite a bit there. So we know, me and the team know what we can do better, and I'm looking forward to putting that in Saturday night, and hopefully we can be back at the front.
All right, Caden, congratulations on your 3rd place run here tonight. Again, it's just a prelim night, but still a good result for you and the team, and we'll let you get out of it before we let you go, of course. Sponsors, people, who gets it done for you, buddy?
Thank you very much. I obviously can't thank all my team back at DMS Sim Sports enough. We're pretty much a new team over the last couple of weeks, and we've already recorded some pretty good results in all the leagues, so credit to them. I can't thank our sponsors, MG Contracting, Bullseye Tips, and then also it was pretty cool to be able to run my real-life midget paint this week. So TF8, Fine Line Fabrications, Dun Garage, Carbon Concept, King Chazzy, everyone that supports me in the real-life world, and being able to represent their paint in the virtual world is really cool. Why I can't do it.
All right, there we go. Caden Brown, your 3rd place driver here tonight. But again, the win goes to Kobe Stidham in car number 96. That'll wrap up group number 1 of the 2020 Speedcar Esports 50-lapper. Live from the virtual Lernerville Speedway. Catch groups 2 and 3 tomorrow, right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And then the final night, I believe we are covering from the E main only all the way up until the A. If you haven't done so already, guys, hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page. Keep up to date. Of course, we've been live on YouTube as well, so you can go to youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. Hit that subscribe button. It is free. And, of course, a big thanks to a number of people, sponsors, companies that made all this possible. And these are in no particular order. These are all the people that have helped out, or all the companies that have helped out and jumped on board. Of course, want to give a shout out, of course, to the guys and girls at the Speedcar Association of New South Wales for putting on this event and, of course, allowing Ultimate Dirt TV to bring you all the action over the next 3 nights. Thursday, of course, tonight is done. Friday, tomorrow night, we'll have 2 groups. And then, of course, Saturday we'll have probably from the E main up until the A main event. It's certainly set to be a great showing. A lot of drivers have entered. Only one will walk away victorious. Of course, a big thanks to Sane, of course, one of the title sponsors here, and of course, Kelly Bodyworks, Seamount Racing, Valvoline Raceway, ZP Images, MPE Repairs, GGS Bathroom Solutions, QuickTime Titanium, Morton & May Wheel Repairs, Engeline Trailers, and Michael Bullerman Photography. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, and on behalf of everybody that has made this all possible, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you tomorrow night for group number 2.